Hello and welcome to the CTO show with Mehmet. My name is Mehmet, and in each episode, I will be exploring the latest trends, insights, and strategies in topics like cybersecurity, digital transformation, emerging tech, startups, and entrepreneurship. From thought leaders and innovators to entrepreneurs and founders, we will hear from experts across a wide range of industries who are driving change and making an impact in the world of tech and business. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get started. In today's episode, I want to share with you my findings about three different things. One of them I already discussed. It's related to AI, of course. So I've got access during the weekend to Bard, and Bard, as you know, is the uh, rival to ChatGPT from OpenAI. So basically, I get the access. That was quick. I was put on a waiting list, and then I just got the access. So what I have noticed is a few things. First, let me start with the, I would say, bright side. In the bright side, it looks like the knowledge of Bard from Google is more recent than ChatGPT. Because, for example, the first question I asked, who won the last World Cup? I asked like about a couple of things, and the information was up to date there. So this is the first thing. The second thing I tried is just to put the same prompts in ChatGPT and in Google Bard. One thing I figured out is that Bard, and again, it's an experiment, it's not the final product there out yet. Look to me, sometimes it's like faster to get response. So the moment I type the prompt, it brings it up all together. So if you have used, and I'm sure you have used ChatGPT, you can see that in ChatGPT, it's like typing for you and it's generating the information as it's typing it, which gives it, honestly speaking, kind of a authenticity because it's like someone is typing the message for you. In Google Bard, you get the answer all together. So it's like just appears all of a sudden. So this is the second thing that I have seen. The third one, it looked to me that Bard tries to always give you shorter answers. With ChatGPT, I was able to sometimes not say force it, but I find the way to get it to give longer answers. And even if, from programmatic perspective, that doesn't fit the number of characters that it's allowed to give back. So you can say, hey, you can just type what you know, and I will tell you continue to keep providing the answer. So I was able to do this with ChatGPT, but not with Google, actually, Google Bard. So this is the second thing. Another one is it seems Google Bard, honestly speaking, I'm sure maybe they will enhance this in the future, but the reasoning, and here the word reasoning, don't confuse the reasoning with consciousness. Reasoning is not consciousness. Doesn't mean that ChatGPT is more smart and Bard is not. It's not the case. But when I say reasoning, means how deep the algorithm can take your input and try to generate the text for you from different contexts that it has inside the model. Look to me that Google Bard is not that deep enough when it comes to reasoning, so it stops. Of course, I don't have the technical details, but it stops after the third or the fourth attempt, and then it will tell you, sorry, I cannot do this. With ChatGPT, it looks like it can really go deep in the link, I would say, to reach out, even if it's not accurate, but it always try to get you an answer to whatever you have asked for. So this is something else I've seen. The other thing I figured out with Google Bard looks like it was a little bit rushed because, for example, for some prompt I typed, it told me I will send you that by email. And I said, wow, they can send emails. And then I said, okay, I didn't receive anything. They said, no, you should get it like exactly like if I'm talking to a real person. And then when I asked the question, can you send emails? It gave me the answer, no, I'm just a language model. I don't have access to emailing systems. So this is one of the flaws I've seen in Bard as well. And, like it's very obvious that it was a little bit rushed up. So I've spent a couple of days with Bard, I would say. I think it's getting there, but I think it's, I would call it a maybe alpha still. It's not even a beta, to be very frank with you. At least this is my personal take on this. The thing that also I have to put it is that Google allows you from inside the answer that Bard provides you. So there is a button called Google it, and it will go and find related searches. I believe what they will do in the future is that they will integrate that similar to what OpenAI have done with Microsoft Bing, and they will bring that inside the search itself. It's still, I would say, pre-alpha even, because again, when I type the Google it button, mm, like it's just give me a prompt for search inputs. It's not like taking me to the search and providing me the information itself. So it's still early stages. Now, what I want to talk about also today. So this is from Bard perspective. I would say good for Google. They just bring it out to the world, but still they are, I would say, I'm not sure how far, but they are still far ahead from ChatGPT, at least from a third eye perspective. So someone who's outside and I'm just trying to figure out which one makes the job. When it comes to the simple task, honestly speaking, Bard does the job. So draft me an email, find a recipe, these kind of simple tasks. It's good. It's as good as ChatGPT. But anything that requires a little bit of reasoning and going a little bit deeper in the language model, I think this is where it's still work in progress. So, and actually, Google, they don't hide it. They tell you that this is an experiment. So this is not the final cooked or baked product yet. Now, the other thing I want to talk about today, I've had a episode called about AutoGPT the other week, and I tried something called recently Baby-AGI. So Baby-AGI is another, I would say, open source piece of software. Actually, it's a Python built system which allows you to have AI powered task management. What does it mean? So in this one with Baby-AGI, so you give the following. So you give an objective, and then you have to give, in addition to the objective, the first task. You have to give an initial task. For example, your first task can be anything. I want to write an essay about artificial intelligence. And the first task, go search, the recent news about artificial intelligence. And then once you give this, once you run the script, what happens in the background is, it will generate a list of tasks and it keep executing the tasks, right? And will create a new tasks. So I will share the link to the GitHub repository where you can see even the paper about that. And guess what? The guy who came up with this, he's himself a VC, and he inspired many other people to build. So I tried a couple of other projects built on the same idea that he is doing, and it's promising. And again, it's experiment. Don't forget, like these are not ready to use in the wild solutions, but really it's very promising because, and here again, coming to the point of reasoning. So here where they are leveraging how ChatGPT can do this moderate reasoning, I would say, because it can go feedback, the result, and then try to enhance it every time. And, it tries to do whatever it takes to achieve the task or the goal actually that you have given based on the task that it generated. Take care when you use this one because AutoGPT, it has the mode where you can prompt approve the action. Here it's continuous. So it can go, I tried for some tasks and goals and it went like for hours actually, and then I had to stop it. It depends, of course, on the prompt that you give. But again, it's very promising, and take care because you need also to put your open API keys there as well. So this is showing us, where the efforts are going now. So we are trying to rely on machines to do the day-to-day tasks that usually we do. And actually we're gonna take it to the next step and have, goals, and we will ask the AI to divide it in subtasks, and it will go and do the subtasks for us. This is very promising. It's very it's although early stages, but I can see where the automation is going. I can relate how combining AI automation will take that. Plus, combining this with what I always talk about, low code, no code tools. Anyone would be able to build such powerful, task driven, as they call it, autonomous agents. And then the next step to make these agents talk to each other. So you will have a workforce of that. I highly advise you, if you are a little bit curious, to watch videos about Baby-AGI. It's very promising. It's another attempt similar to AutoGPT. So that's it for today. It's just a review. I will be doing a live YouTube video, me trying a couple of things with Baby-AGI. So if you are interested, you would be able to watch that also later as well. Thank you very much for tuning in today. And until we meet next time, thank you very much.